right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. It is officially opening day for season number 13. I'm Rockerman back in the booth, joined by one of my longtime friends here, joining us once again for season 13. We got Jaegers back in the booth. Jaegers, how are you doing?
I'm pretty excited, Austin. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's the first time we've had a Titan team playing week one in like the longest time, if I'm not mistaken. So should be a good one.
Oh yeah, it's been a hot minute. Obviously a lot of changes coming this season. Titan League going back from 8 teams to 12 and then to 16 with that expansion draft. So it's good to have 16 teams back in the Titan League. And because it's always just better when you have 16 teams in the Titan League. Just so many more skilled players up there.
Absolutely, the more the merrier. We always say, and I mean Titan. That's the highest level we got with 2Ks raining down on everybody. Mechanics galore. So it should be a good one. I'm super excited for it. We have two pretty good teams here, Austin. Your Pinnacle and LK's Venganza. But I mean, they're a little short staffed tonight.
Yeah, they are a little bit potentially short-staffed here. Pinnacle doesn't look like they're going to have Kratozz for this matchup. Going to be starting with Kyler, and then Venganza allegedly might not have LK. We're still waiting to see if he somehow appears in the lobby off of a different setup, but it looks like both teams are going to be missing some crucial players for this upcoming matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, your 2K Kratos, he actually won a chip with Venganza in the past, and on the flip side, you got Brandon, who's a Pinnacle legend.
Yeah, he used to be on Pinnacle. Brandon's been around for the longest time too. And funny enough, Jaegers, there was almost a trade in the offseason for Pinnacle to acquire Brandon, which I think is very interesting. It didn't quite work out. It was after the boundary shifts, but he moves over from Nebula, traded from Nebula instead to Venganza to team back up with LK and Sheff there. So all eyes are going to be on Brandon and company there to see what's going on with that one. But I mean, that just adds some more intrigue into a Titan League that's already going to be interesting for the season.
No, 100%. I mean, Venganza's a really storied team. I believe they have two chips, possibly three, if I'm not mistaken. But that Victory org really has made a name for itself. Really lives up to the name Victory and all that.
Yeah, no, they really do. It's just I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. Symbolic, iconic. I don't know.
I guess.
Nine championships for the Victory org there. Venganza does have 3 in season 2, and then back to back in 10 and 11. So didn't quite get it done last season, but they're trying to return to their former glory here, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do that here. As we're waiting for them to get on in the lobby here, and it looks like they are going to join the lobby. So no LK. It's going to be Brandon, Sheff, and Flakers there. But Jaegers, it looks like we got them all loaded up. It looks like everybody's just about ready. I got to hear from you. What is your prediction for this matchup? Who's going to take this victory and start the opening day off with a good win?
Opening day, you're going to love this prediction, Austin. I see it going to 4. I see Venganza taking it. I do see Pinnacle taking the first game, you know? But after that, I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. But look, let's let the play do its talking. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, no, it looks like they're just about ready to go, just testing it out. But yeah, you guys can get your predictions up in chat. Actually, I think they just closed, so you might have just missed out on the predictions. Well, unfortunate.
We'll bring it up, Austin.
Yeah. I looked over and it said 1 second on the prediction, so I was like, oh, well, that's just that's just unfortunate. But hey, you missed out. You can always predict.
Gotta be quicker than that.
It gotta be quicker than that. We'll see. You can get to the second one for our second matchup, which is sure to be another banger here. But we're just gonna double check to
let
make
everyone
sure.
know who you let everyone know who you would have picked.
There you go.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like we're just about ready to go. Just confirm with the players here. But yeah, opening day, always exciting here to see how things are gonna turn out. And I just can't wait to get it going here. As we're just waiting on both teams, and it looks like they're all good to go. So we're gonna get them joined on up here, Jaegers. Gonna be an exciting first match here of opening day, season 13. gonna get underway in the Titan League here. We have Pinnacle taking on Venganza in an opening day showdown. Pinnacle in the blue with Cynical, Lucian, and Kyler, and then Venganza with Brandon, Sheff, and Flakers. And Jaegers, as we get this match going, what are you really looking out for between these two teams?
I'm really looking to see how Pinnacle does. It looks like they have 3 rival ups who've not been in Titan before. So it's really interesting to see how they're going to acclimate to the level of play. Obviously, they grinded to that level, but league play is just a little bit different. And on the flip side, I'm really interested to see this duo of Brandon and Sheff, see what their chemistry looks like. And I mean, anytime Brandon's on the field, like I said, it's just a higher level of play.
Yeah, no.
Be it 6-mans or comp.
Yeah, no. One of the most storied Nemesis members himself there. Multi-time All-Star. MVP of the Titan League there. And he's just a player you always got to watch out for. Every season he just finds a way to get himself involved here. Has a nice passing play set up. Lucian is going to shoot it off the backboard. The follow-up is not going to go. Attempt there for Pinnacle as they're back in the zone. Kyler gonna get beat out by Flakers. Pass across there, but that one gonna bounce off Sheff. Gonna head back into the Venganza zone, and the demo comes through. This ball gonna be sent up high by Lucian. Cynical trying to get to it. He can't quite get there. Kyler gonna throw this one up high. No one quite ready as a double commit does come out from Venganza there. This one can be cleared a long way. It's going back towards the net. Flakers, he's trying to get up to it, but he can't get to it, and Cynical is going to catch out the defense, and he is going to score the first goal of Season 13.
It just looks like a really awkward play for Flakers. Not enough boost. He looks like he had a little bit of a ghost touch, but a little too late. And Pinnacle going to start the Season 13 off right.
Yeah, and that's a good way to find your first goal. A lot to be determined in the season. This one off the back. We're looking for the touch there. Oh my goodness, Sheff. He almost threw that one down, but just off the crossbar. And there's a lot of mystery here, Jaegers, at the beginning of the season. Trying to figure out how you and your new roster is going to work out.
Yeah, no, a lot of teams have been doing scrims from what I've heard, but not all of them. And the thing about scrims is it doesn't really give you too much practice for the real thing. You get your reps in, but nothing quite prepares you like Season 1, like Week 1.
Yeah, no. Once you get in that league play, it's just a whole different beast. Just a different animal, different level of competition. Than the scrim, than those ranked sessions, and both these teams. Like we mentioned, trying to start out on the right foot as this ball's popped up high. A big demo, an opportunity
nice
for a
here.
shot there. Kyler, he comes through, bangs it in, and Pinnacle finds their second.
And Kyler's a really mechanical player. I believe he won Prospect MVP a couple seasons back. The Switch demon himself switched over to PC and promptly hit the Titan ranks.
Yeah, no, and he's someone that you seemingly looks like the sub, but with Kratozz availability a question mark. I know he was on Pinnacle last season before getting dropped and then eventually going to the Spartans. Is this one a big opportunity? Gonna ring off the post multiple times. Venganza, they couldn't quite put it down. Sheff is trying to turn it back, but hold that thought, because that one, a couple of great opportunities, but Venganza, they cannot find the bottom of the net.
And yeah, no, that crossbar hit looked like me in ranked earlier, Austin. man, I guess no one's immune.
Yeah, no, you can't hide from the crossbar. It comes for everybody, even the Titan League players, the best of the best here. It's like the crossbar. You can't be denied. Here is Brandon trying to send this one in, looking for a double tap, but it's going to be saved away here as a minute 40 remaining now. Pinnacle holding on to that 2-goal lead, but Venganza trying to put on some offense. A little pass attempt here. Sheff trying to get up to, but Cynical is going to meet him at the summit. It's Brandon sending this one back out toward the midfield. Kyler is up. Lucian also jumping there as Cynical is going to get a touch, but going to be demoed for his efforts. A little bit of control here. Lucian going to be blocked away, sent back down. And now just about a minute remaining here, Jaegers. And this one a little bit dangerous. Flaker's going to have to get the touch, but what do you need to see here from Venganza to try to put 2 in the back of the net and try to at least force overtime?
Well, I really can't explain it, Austin, but Venganza's rotations just look slightly off. It makes you wonder if they just maybe practiced mostly with LK, and they hadn't really practiced too much with this roster. I know that's a big thing that Titans don't really scrim. They don't practice. They just show up and play. So maybe it's biting them in the back a little.
Yeah, it might be. It might be here as it is still. It is still game one of week one here. So a lot to be determined. This one, a dunk attempt going to come through, but it's denied away. Is now final 30 seconds. Venganza trying to make something happen.
Oh,
Holy goodness!
50.
A big dunk comes across, and the follow comes through from Brandon. But what a dunk on that pass!
Yeah, no, what a beautiful dunk. I mean, if it wasn't for the crossbar making that lovely sound, it looked like it was going to go in. But nice pass by Sheff and just a beautiful shot by Brandon. Perfect placement. And, this one's still in reach for Venganza.
It is, but it might not be for long. This one is going to ring off the crossbar on the other end. And Pinnacle had an opportunity to seal the deal. And now Venganza trying to counter back here. This one off to the side. Brandon, he can't find that touch. Cynical, he's just going to bang it a long way, wasting precious time. Going to try to find this read. He's keeping around towards the net. Out of the midfield, Lucian going to send it down. Venganza, can they keep this ball up? It's heading back. Cynical, he doesn't have a lot of boost. It's just him back there trying to put it down. But it will touch finally. And Pinnacle going to hold on and win a big game at number one.
Yeah, no, Pinnacle did extremely well. They really came out that first minute swinging. Venganza did what they could. They really shored up the defense on the latter half. I mean, not a lot of saves on their end, but the rotations were looking a little bit smoother, not really giving Pinnacle too much room to operate. But a little too late with that goal, and let's see if they pick it up in game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that Venganza did have, which was, pretty solid, was that pressure. I believe 10 shots to 7 in that last game. So they really found that pressure, but they just couldn't break through that Pinnacle defense in game number 1. And now as we head into game number 2, we'll see what they have here. As a big demo going to come through. And Sheff, he's got an opportunity, but no, he skies it. Oh no, I'm not sure if that one was one he could have hit in, but I'm sure it's going to be one he wants back. As that one, a good start for Venganza, but you don't find the back of the net.
Yeah, no, may need to pull out the shooting packs also. I don't know, and we have a potential for a good shot, but Lucian, not enough boost to attempt the double. But yeah, no, I mean, Venganza, let's see if they'll, that's just a fluke or if they're going to end up wanting that one back.
Yeah, no, that one is going to hurt. Had a lot of shots in the last game. We'll see if they can find a couple more here. As this one can bounce up the corner, ball's up high. Kyler gonna try to find it. That one just gonna go off the crossbar. Brandon might have got a little piece of that one. This one up, Sheff is looking out for Brandon, but Kyler quick to the ball, able to get all over that one. This one popped up high. Cynical gonna send it off to the corner there. Gonna stay with it. This one off the backboard. Follow-up attempt. This is gonna be denied though. This one sent back in by Cynical. Going just off the mark, but he is gonna find the demo. Could open up an opportunity for a shot, but no connection gonna come through there. As this one is up high. Lucian gonna be first to this ball, and it seems like right now is a bump attempt gonna come through. It seems like for the most part here, Jaegers, I feel like Pinnacle is just beating Venganza to the ball.
They really are. They just look a whole lot quicker, and they're just up earlier. And I wonder if these Pinnacle guys knew that Kratozz wasn't going to end up being here and just got their reps in early. It just looks like 2 different levels of rotation, and a potential nice shot by Cynical, not quite able to put it away. But I mean, these Pinnacle rotations are looking extremely good right now.
Yeah, they're looking solid. Maybe sans the first 10 seconds or so, but still a 0-0 ball game. Venganza's not able to capitalize. They do double commit here. Cynical, last man back. Sheff looking across for the pass there, but not quite able to connect. The Sheff again, gonna pop this one up high, trying to stay with it. Lucian, gonna be in a tough spot. Sheff, he's trying to drop it down, but can't quite find it. That one gonna ring just off the side there. Can't quite get it down as the game is going to stay tied at 0. Cynical up to Lucian off the backboard, doesn't have the boost to follow. Does he leave it for a teammate? Opportunity, but that one's going to be skied by Cynical. Kyler going off the backboard. A great touch though by Sheff to put it away, and we're seeing some shaky shots here from both sides right now.
It really looks like both sides are just allergic to scoring. They both had opportunities to open net right in front of them, a golden ticket, and then they just decide not to go.
Yeah, they just have been unable to capitalize. This one is a wide open net. Brandon out to Sheff, gonna put it in. And hey, what better way to beat some allergies than a wide open net?
Absolutely. Chef just gonna escort that one in. Just had to double check. Just had to make sure it was in, you know?
Hey, you gotta secure it, especially when you get in league play here, especially after dropping the first game, trying to bounce back. You need all the goals you can get there, especially like we saw with the crossbar earlier, but they do find that one, and now an opportunity. This one shot towards net. Brandon is gonna find a touch. He's getting dribbled out though. Sheff gonna find one, gonna find a 50 up in the midfield. Lucian. Oh, a big team bump though. Is Kyler is gonna grab that one, push it off to the side. Can be pushed back, but Flakers a big
50.
missed touch there, and Kyler is gonna dunk through, and Pinnacle are gonna tie this game up.
Yeah, it looks like Flakers did a little backflip, and Kyler just kept driving straight. And if that's not a recipe for goals, I don't know what is, Austin. It's working for Pinnacle.
Yeah, they're just keeping the pressure on and really putting Venganza in some tough spots there. As now Kyler, he's taking it up, gonna avoid the bump. Brandon to the backboard, a touch comes through. Cynical off the corner. That one gonna be 50'd out. Sheff is gonna race down for this one, looking for the shot. A banger of a shot by Lucian. Oh my goodness, he barely got to that one, as that was an absolute crazy shot there from Sheff. This one off the backboard. Sheff trying to come through again. 50 comes out. Lucian now trying to come through. Flakers gonna get it by 2. Cynical is getting harassed there, and that angle is gonna go in. Oh my goodness, Flakers from the corner.
That was nasty. Nice shot by Flakers, just up and over the defense. Cynical just slightly on the sidewall. The double jump's gonna push him out the way, and you don't get much better placement than that, Austin.
Yeah, no, what a placement from Flakers, and that demo there from Sheff, or the bump, excuse me, really set that one up, putting Cynical in an awkward spot as Brandon. He's got a flip reset, can't quite use it though. It's just pushed down. Sheff. Now a minute remaining. Venganza find themselves in the lead here, but only by 1. Pinnacle can see if they can bring this one back. Lucian gonna find a flip reset, dropping this one down. Kyler gonna find that one off the backboard. Opportunity, dropping it down, but Kyler can't quite get the touch. Cynical goes wide there. This one gonna be cleared a long way. Lucian gonna find that touch, dropping it down. Sheff off the corner, gonna find the 50. Again off the sidewall. Cynical can't quite find that touch, but Lucian is gonna find that touch, sending it down, but a great save comes through. As now we're down to the final 30 seconds. The ball is up. Brandon gonna keep this one up high, trying to stay with it. Kyler gonna block him out there. Flakers gonna take a little bit of a dribble, but a big missed touch again. Lucian comes through, and he's gonna tie it up.
Austin, sometimes you have to slow the ball down. That was not one of those times. And in that situation, Flakers just need to clear the ball, get out of his defensive end, away from any threat. And instead, we're at a tie ball game.
Yeah, I think he had Sheff in the corner too if he just wanted to send it out there. But instead, Pinnacle gonna tie this one up. Cynical with a big bump. Here comes Lucian trying to fire it through, but Sheff on the goal line, gonna block it away. Kyler is there. This one might just go all the way. Flakers, he's gonna redeem himself again, and Venganza gonna take the lead with 6 seconds left.
Immediate retribution by Flakers. Just gotta get a nice flip 50 off the sidewall. We call that calculator around here, Austin.
Yeah, I believe so. Just a big 50, and now last opportunity here for Pinnacle. Kyler, he's going to get it around the defense. Does he have someone down there? Cynical is out there. It's a little bit wide. That one going to be blocked away into the corner. Venganza trying to get this one out. Sheff out of midfield. Kyler trying to get up this one. He's going to get it by 1. Sheff is there. Can he put it down? Kyler finds a touch. Cynical is up for it, but a pinch comes through. It's going to touch the ground. Venganza is going to survive there. A little bit of a chaotic game at number 2, but we are all tied up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, good on Flakes, letting in that last goal and then immediately getting it back for the win. For a second there, I thought we were going to OT, Austin.
Yeah, it did look like it. And, fortunately for Venganza, they do survive. They do push that one in the net there. No looking back at any earlier mistakes. They found the win, and, that's what really matters right there, as they are going to tie this series up at 1 apiece. And, yeah, just a solid showing there from them in that one. There were a couple mistakes, Jaegers, but for the most part, Venganza, they locked in, and they got the goals when they mattered.
Yeah, no, the rotations looked a lot better in that one, Austin. They looked more like they knew what they were doing. It wasn't good starting off. I mean, Flakers had a couple mistakes, had a couple goals. At the end of the day, what mistakes? They got the win, and that's what matters.
Yeah, all that matters is that win column right there, and Venganza is able to find that game win as Sheff dropping this one down. Kyler gonna be forced to send that one into the corner here. Now we're all tied at one apiece. Cynical trying to bring this one down, but Brandon gonna use all his boost to get up this one. Kyler trying to find that block, but a great win by Sheff. As Lucian gonna send it over the top of Flakers into the corner. Lucian gonna try to find another touch. Kyler looking to help out, sending that one down, but Sheff is gonna find this one in. A big game number 3 here, Jaegers, to see who's gonna come out with the offense. We saw Pinnacle take a big game 1, and then Venganza able to answer back, and now winner of this one gonna put themselves on match point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it looks like this Venganza's roster's rotations are looking more and more clean as time goes on. One thing I've noticed from them is they've had a lot of balls go across the opponent's net, Pinnacle's net, but just no one really to convert. It looks like when someone's on offense, they don't really have anyone there being the second man. And I feel like once they get that figured out, they're going to have a lot more goals. Instead, Kyler on the flip side really showing out for this Pinnacle squad, going to put his team up by 1 in this pivotal game 3.
Yeah, and the technical sub here to start the season, no Kratozz, got some big shoes to fill, but he's going to fill them right there, finding the back of the net. Reminder, Venganza also still without LK, but there's a big MMR discrepancy between those two teams. That ball a little bit dangerous. Brandon gonna try to come through. He's taking it slow, trying to find the 50. It's gonna be sent back down. A little bit of craziness on the kickoff, but these two teams are going
nice
ultra aggro, but Lucian is gonna pre-jump that one. Brandon couldn't quite get it down. And, hey, both these teams right now trying to turn it up a little bit. Oh my goodness, that angle. Sheff, he couldn't quite hit it down, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, both these teams figuring it out, but I mean, they're starting to speed it up. The more comfortable they get, the more they're starting to show out. And, that first game, not only is it the first game of the season, it's the first game on stream, and it's always, unless you played on stream before, even though it's been a minute, it's going to be a little bit awkward. You're going to be a little bit nervous no matter who you are.
Yeah,
but both these teams really seem to have settled down.
No, yeah, the nerves can get to you, but eventually you just kind of break through. Usually after game 1, game 2, you kind of break through those nerves, and all these players here pretty much, except for maybe Flakers, have been used to Nemesis streams. Is this one a nice little touch pass off the backboard, and they're gonna leave it there for Flakers, who's gonna send it in, and Venganza gonna tie this one up.
And that was a good leave by Sheff. He didn't have the angle, put trust in Flakers. Interested to hear what those comms would have sounded like, and we have a tie ball game.
Yeah, I'm sure the faking was coming through there from Sheff, and he was ready for that one. Flakers gonna send that one in the back of the net, and Venganza gonna tie this game number 3 up here as Sheff is gonna try to find a touch. He's dropping it down, looking for that one, but Pinnacle just in time on the defensive end. Kyler doesn't have a lot of boost, gonna just push that one out. But Brandon, he's gonna be on top of that one, gonna bang it back. Cynical gonna throw that one off the wall, and Lucian gonna help him out with that one. Flakers gonna put this one off the backboard. A little bit of a side flip from Cynical, but he's able to recover. As Kyler can't quite find that touch. Cynical off the corner. Sheff coming through, looking for this one. Brandon trying to find the angle. Oh my gosh, that one was looking nasty, but the defense holds on just enough there. As Cynical gonna look to just bang this one. Brandon forced to take it to the backboard. Gonna find that second touch. Now Cynical again sending this one back, trying to do something mechanical. You're gonna find the 50. But him and Kyler both double. Lucian though still going through, trying to push it in. 1:45 remaining. Both these teams still tied at one apiece as the demo comes across the net. That one gonna be turned back. A nice little passing play, but Kyler, it's just a little bit too far for him to finish off, and we're gonna remain tied at one apiece.
Yeah, no, I mean, almost by Pinnacle. They had a nice little possession there, a good amount of aggression. It didn't quite pay off. But both these teams playing extremely well, even though they don't have their main rosters.
Yeah, no, starting out strong, and both these teams kind of adapted. Here's Brandon. Oh my goodness, he almost just hit that ball. It looked like it was so close to be headed right towards the Pinnacle net. Unfortunately for him, Not quite meant to be. Is this one gonna be popped up by Brandon now? Looking for the flip. Gonna find one. Gonna fake it by one. Lucian. Brandon just gonna go for that 50. Gonna keep the possession around for Venganza. His Flakers gonna throw this one off the corner. Flakers looking for a little infield, but just a little bit too far for Sheff right there. Is Sheff and Brandon both up on this ball. Could be dangerous. Cynical. Gonna bang it down with Flakers. Good positioning. Able to be back there for that one, and a nice touch. It's just Kyler back. Gonna try to corral this one, but he can't get it. And Flakers, no, he can't hit that one on target there. Another big opportunity as Cynical is trying to make some moves. Final 30 seconds here of regulation. We might see overtime. Sheff trying to find something nasty there, but Brandon instead gonna send this one off the backboard, looking for another touch, but that one going to be sent down. Will we see overtime here? This one off the backboard. Flakers sends this one up high. Kyler is coming through. The bump attempt from Cynical. That one towards the net of Flakers. He's going to get back there just in time. Can they find something in the last seconds of regulation? This one off the corner. Lucian going to find a touch. Going to look to push it out. Kyler is sending that one down in the Venganza zone, but will it stay up there? Brandon, he is going to keep it for a second. This one's going to be sent down. Sheff is also going to keep it. It's heading back towards Pinnacle's net, dropping it down, but no one quite there in time. And overtime here in game number 3.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy back and forth, Austin. I mean, like I was saying earlier, like with Venganza, that was a nice pass.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? That was a nice shot. That was a nice shot by Flakers. I was not expecting that. You know what? Good on him, man.
Holy moly, that was insane.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, Venganza's been having trouble passing it to the middle. Flakers just decides to put it in the back of the net. You know, game is game.
And that's a second shot we've seen like that, Jaegers. If there's one thing this man Flakers can do, it's hit those corner reads, because that was just another insane angle from the corner, able to send it in the back of the net. And he's going to give Venganza the 2-1 lead now.
Yeah, dude's just a sniper. You know, just puts it in the back of the net. Good on him, man.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy angle, a crazy way to end that overtime, a short overtime, but it's gonna go the way of Venganza. So they battle back here, now up 2-1 as we head to the lovely Forbidden Temple here for game number 4. And you know, as we head into this one, Jaegers, I gotta ask, what do you need to see from Pinnacle to battle back from this one to try to force a game 5?
Well, they've had like moments where they've got really aggressive. They start putting shots on target, and they're going for demos, taking out that Venganza backline, but really nothing of substance from them. They're just not putting in the back of the net. They have flashy plays, you know. They're just not doing what they have to do at the end of the day to put it in. Like Venganza's just simply outplaying them as far as passing goes. I do think this Pinnacle team does have potential to come back and win. They just need to start putting in the back of the net, Austin.
Yeah, gotta find a way through here. They've had a couple opportunities, but Venganza has survived. It's a great touch. It's going to be sent down. Cynical going to put it over the top of one, but Sheff is there. This one off the sidewall. Sheff trying to find that read. Almost able to send it down. A big demo, though, comes through. It's Cynical trying to get it out to Kyler. He's going to find the 50 with Flakers. He's going to send it off to the side. Pre-jump attempt here. Coming through, trying to block it off. Avoiding that air dribble bump. This one again sets up high. Just floating there. Going to find a flip there. Trying to use it maybe on the 50. Maybe didn't even have it after all. Is that one going to be pushed back here? Forbidden Temple, the ball just staying up real high. Lucian looking to send it out. Going to pop it over the top of one. But the second one, it's going to come across towards the net. Kyler trying to find it. It's going to go off the post. Sheff is also going to hit it off the post. Another one where we've seen the post be unkind.
Yeah, no, I mean, the post has not been good to Pinnacle this series. Not at all. I mean, they've had some good shots, but I mean, they've had too many open net misses.
Yeah, no, you got to capitalize on your opportunity, especially here, you know, probably being the underdogs, I would say, in this series without Kratozz. Venganza, again, without LK, but big MMR discrepancy between Kratozz, the #1 overall pick, and LK, the GM. No disrespect to him. Great player, but there is a difference for sure. But regardless here, Venganza still holding strong. Pinnacle trying to push this one through. Sheff gonna block this one up high. Cynical with an opportunity, trying to go low and slow, and he is gonna get it around the defense.
And what Bagels always say, it's a slow bouncer, something like that. Regardless, I mean that's not the shot I was expecting to go in on Pinnacle's end, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You take what you get, and Pinnacle's up one in this. Dare I say Pinnacle? Dare I say pivotal? Excuse me,
Yeah,
game four.
yeah, pivotal. I would agree here. As I think the phrase is it's a slow roller, as this one might be a slow roller towards the other net there. Brandon is gonna put it in. Venganza finding the answer.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it just works. I mean, Brandon was all alone. Lucian, a little bit awkward positioning. I mean, not much he could do there. And Venganza gets it right back.
Yeah, Venganza gonna find that answer there from Brandon. Just what you'd expect with that massive trade in the offseason. A lot of eyes are gonna be on Mr. Brandon this season to see what he can do. Obviously perennial MVP contender in the Titan League, and Venganza spent a lot of picks to try to get him. They believe that he can lead them back to their 4th championship. He was able to tie that game up right there. This one off the backboard. Sheff trying to come through. Gonna pop it up high. Brandon and Flakers both going for this one. Brandon off the backboard. Trying to pinch it down. It's just dropping. Kyler, he's gonna send it dangerously across the net, but able to take control. Gonna find a 50. It's dropping down. A little bit of a double commit. This one off the backboard. Brandon can't find the touch. Where's the follow? No one quite ready from Pinnacle. Not there in time. And another opportunity where they just weren't quite ready. As Cynical is just bumping in the net. Here comes Lucian, gonna put the shot in, and the bumps, they work.
Yeah, I kind of noticed as Kyler was going up. I mean, that Venganza player just getting absolutely bullied back into the net. And I mean, whenever something's about to fall, but you don't have time to catch it, that's what was happening there.
That is kind of what it felt like right there. You knew what was coming, and still they couldn't quite get up to save that ball. Sheff not there, and that's what we've seen from that duo as Lucian trying to fire this one through. Kyler looking to come out. Big 50, an opportunity, but Lucian, we can't turn it there. Oh, that was a tough one. Could have put another one away. Lucian still trying to get back to it, send it across, but that's what we saw from this team. Lucian and Cynical last season, the runners-up in the rival league there, them and Chad, they were very aggressive on those bumps and demos as Sheff is looking to style on him. This ball, drop it down. Kyler, it's going to make a touch, so those bumps and those demos are going to come through from Cynical and Lucian, and you just got to try to avoid them. Could not quite do it on that last possession, but now a minute remaining here for Venganza to try to find someone, or try to find something, excuse me. Otherwise, we'll be heading to a game 5.
Yeah, no, I mean, you don't want to go to game 5 as a team that's up going into game 4. I mean, that you just want to put it away. You don't want to give the other team a chance at life. Unfortunately, if Venganza doesn't fix something here, that looks exactly like the direction we're going.
They do have a lot of pressure, but that one is going to be cleared out. Brandon, he's coming back through. Cynical going to meet him right in the midfield. As Venganza, they're trying to turn on the pressure, trying to avoid this one. It's sent towards net. Cynical has to get up. He does. Kyler is jumping for this one. It's going to go over Flakers. And final chance here for Venganza. Will we see a game 5 on opening day here? This ball sent back off to the side. Brandon trying to find something. He's going to find a fake. Instead, no, it's going to bump off Flakers. That one was a chance to keep it around Cynical. He's going to send it a long way. Kyler and him double committing here. Boost stolen in the corner. Venganza, can they keep it up? This one sent off to the corner. The ball gonna touch the ground. And of course, what else would we expect from the newly expanded Titan League about a game 5 on opening day?
I mean, that's how you get it started. Overtime, game 5, opening night. What more can you ask for from the Titan League?
Yeah, it's gonna be, crazy match thus far here. Jaegers, a lot of storylines coming in this season. Pinnacle trading up to get Kratozz with that number 1 pick. Venganza making the blockbuster trade to get Brandon back in the org here. And now it comes down to one game here. Who is going to come out in game number 5 and start the season off on the right foot?
Yeah, no, I'm still sticking with my prior prediction, Venganza. But I mean, Pinnacle's really made it a hard decision. They've been playing extremely well. They're all very good players. They are punching up a little bit, being that's 3 1700s, but they've really shown up and shown out on stream.
Yeah, they really have, but it all comes down to game 5. This one will determine who is going to win the first match of season 13. Will it be Pinnacle? Will it be Venganza? It's time to find out here. The ball's going to start off in the Pinnacle end, but not for too long. It's sent back. Brandon looking to corral this one, gonna bang that one out off to the side while Flaker's trying to get there, but he's getting cut off by Kyler. Cynical off the ceiling, looking to find something. Gonna find that 50 as Lucian taking control. Brandon gonna find a 50 right towards the net. Kyler is gonna have to get up there in time to block that one away. So big 50 comes through. Pre-jump here from Lucian, trying to block Flakers out. He's gonna send it up high. It's just Brandon back there. Not a lot of boost to work with. Cynical on the dribble, trying to flick it through, but that one is gonna be pushed off to the side here. And we are gonna stay scoreless in game number 5. About the first minute or so gone by.
Yeah, no, and a little bit of tomfoolery, like what you were saying. I mean, was it Loosh and Cynical playing in rival bumps galore? They're bringing that play style up to the Titan League, and it looks like it's working for them. Unfortunately for Venganza, they just keep getting bullied.
Oh, is this one a dangerous ball? They're almost able to find it through. Venganza, another great opportunity, but they can't quite make it happen there. But yeah, those bumps, they can be so deadly. And, you know, Lucian does have a little bit of Titan League experience, but this is the first time we've seen Cynical, you know, get up this high and play in the Titan League. He's definitely going to be a player, you know, in my eyes, to watch out for in the Titan League, to see how he performs with how well he did in Rival last season. But right now, it's all about game 5 here. 3 minutes 15 left in this one. Dribble attempt come through. Kyler gonna block that one. It's off to the side. Cynical trying to get to that one. It's off the corner. Big opportunity here. Lucian gonna send it down to Cynical. Back across. Maybe looking for Kyler, but not quite gonna find it that time. Kyler is gonna get it around one with Flakers. Sending it back towards the net. A 50 is gonna come through. Sending it off to the side here. Dribble attempt here. No boost for Lucian. Just gonna block that one. Brandon gonna push it again up to the side there. As this one, Flakers gonna send it down and gonna be pushed off again. And we still remain scoreless between these two teams. So the big miss comes through. Lucian got the panic to get back to that one. He's able to send it off to the side, but it's looking like one of these games, Jaegers, where one mistake could just spell the doom. Is this one just gonna go a little bit wide?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's so close. You don't want to be that player that makes that mistake, and that makes everything more and more stressful. A nice flick by Sheff, but Cynical is going to hit it away, and the ball's awkwardly in front, and Pinnacle going to strike first. A little bit misplay on Venganza's defense, and Lucian makes them pay, putting it in the back of the net.
Yeah, Brandon really wanted to get that double tap, but he couldn't find it to keep it close to the wall. Instead, the ball goes across, and who else but Lucian sitting there waiting for that snipe, and it's going to be Pinnacle striking first in game number 5 here. Trying to pull off a little bit of a mini upset here in game number 1. Is this ball off the backboard? Another one coming through. The ball up in the midfield. Cynical, he's hunting for Brandon. The ball is out there. Just a bang towards net. Kyler. He's going to have plenty of time to get a touch on that one. Going to find another one by the defense. Cynical trying to race out that one. Dangerous Lucian going to get out to that one. Brandon, he's got some boost to work with. He is going to keep it high towards the Pinnacle end. Cynical taking this one up high. Sheff, he finds a touch, trying to find a 50, but it's sent back down off to the side here. This ball pinched back up. Brandon looking to send it towards the net, just denied away. Lucian, you're going to push this one out. A minute and a half remaining here, Jaegers. Venganza, got to put the pressure on. What do you need to see from them to try to put a goal in the back of the net and tie this one up?
I need to see some more passing plays from Venganza. They were extremely creative the first few games in terms of goal-scoring opportunities. They haven't been as of late. Sheff getting a nice shot there. But, I mean, Pinnacle is just not letting them operate, opting instead to play bang ball to keep Venganza out of their half.
Oh, as Sheff, he's trying to find something there. Big 50 comes up here. Flakers, he's got some boost to work with, sending that one towards the backboard. It's a little bit awkward there. Cynical, though, he's going to clear it away. A demo is going to alleviate some of that pressure, but the time is ticking here for Venganza as that one's paying towards the net. Flakers has to get up to it here. This one again, across, dangerous ball, shot towards the bottom, but it's going to be saved. Venganza, a little bit of a pseudo triple commit there. As Lucian gonna find that block. Brandon, he's by 2. Can he put it towards the net? He's trying to find the read. He's dropping down. Sheff, he can't quite get it through. Kyler is there just in time, but the ball is still in Pinnacle's end. Cynical off the wall. Brandon trying to stop this one. It's in the corner. Lucian waiting, but this one is trying to pop up. A big Touch out the midfield flankers. He's sending it towards net. Cynical makes the touch, but Venganza, they're still on the pressure here. The ball is dropping down in front of the net. It's off the post. The follow, but Cynical denies it away. There's 15 seconds remaining. Venganza, they almost put it in, but they're not done yet. It's Sheff towards the net. Kyler, he's going to clear it off to the side. Flakers off the backboard now. Venganza still threatening, but the clear, it's going to be sent down. Last opportunity here. Venganza, what can they do here? Sheff, he's taking it up. Sheff's going to be bumped off. Can they put this one down? Flakers towards the net there. It's dropped down, though, and Pinnacle comes through in game number 5 to secure the opening day win.
Yeah, that was an insane last stand by Pinnacle. It looked like Venganza put it all together in the last 30 seconds or so, and they just were not able to put it away. Venganza, Pinnacle just too strong on defense. We talk about the mountain, but that was a wall right there, you know. And Pinnacle did extremely well keeping Venganza out of the back of their net.
I mean, yeah, that was an impressive defensive showing. Venganza led 10-3 in the shot department. Pinnacle racked up 8 saves to keep that one out of the net, and you know that's a huge win right there, Jaegers, for this Pinnacle team. You know, obviously we mentioned the absence of Kratozz, but they still find a way to come through, and you know they honestly looked pretty solid doing it.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know who you sub off. You know, at that point, it's like the rotations were so clean. Very good match by Pinnacle. Really exceeded my expectations. And you know, on the flip side, Venganza didn't play bad either. Not to say they did. I mean, they looked extremely good on offense. Just wasn't able to put in the back of the net whenever it mattered most.
Yeah, just a couple missed opportunities for Venganza, but it's a close opening day. You know, opening day match goes all the way to game 5 in the Titan League. Again, we're happy to have 16 teams back in the Titan League. It's going to be an exciting Titan League season. And if that opening match is anything to indicate, we should be in for another great one here. But yeah, with that being said, we are going to be heading to a break here. When we come back, we're moving to the rival league. Two teams. Two playoff teams from last season that had some high aspirations coming back at it again. We have the Knights taking on Whiteout. So make sure you guys stick around. We'll be back in a couple minutes for that rival league matchup.
Should be a good one. You don't want to miss it.